1.62%. So, and there's a new promotional post rule that I want you to be aware of. We're going to talk about that in just a second. The other problem is, how much money are you guys spending every day boosting posts? Go ahead and type in the chat box. Let me know how much you're spending every day to boost a post. So Roz said $1. Ashley said $30. $15. Okay, so the average small business owner spends $2 to $5 a day boosting posts. But here's the issue. Those, spending that money doesn't necessarily drive new customers to your website or to your business, right? So if you had to guess, because there's no real way to track it, how many customers or how many sales do you think that you've gotten as a result of a boosted post? Go ahead and type in the chat.
Put it on the sofa?
Zilch. Rachel said zilch. 3 website clicks. Okay, so nobody has typed into the chat that you've been able to achieve a measurable result from boosting a post, and that's the issue that a lot of small business owners face. I had a small business owner actually email me the other day, and he said, okay, so I boosted this post and I spent $30 and I had like 120 people that liked the post. Now, how do I engage with those people? How do I turn them into people that actually buy from me? He owned a travel agency, and he said, how do I turn those people, how do I get in front of them again? And I said, well, that's kind of the issue when you boost a post. You don't have a real way to engage with those people. As a business, you can't send them a private message. As a business, you can't, really prompt them to engage with you in any other way when you boost a post. So you don't get measurable results from boosting a post. So what do? You've got to know how to grab attention, how to actually get into users' news feeds. We said earlier, less than 2% of people that have liked your page are actually seeing what you're posting. So you need to know how to get into the news feed, and then you need to know how to stand out in the news feed. So here's the issue with getting into users' news feed. So we said that less than 2% of people that have liked your page are actually going to see anytime that you post. So Facebook actually released a new rule in January of this year called the promotional post rule. And what this rule says is that if you post something promotional in nature, Facebook is not going to distribute that post into the newsfeed. So just when you go on your business timeline or your business page and you post something, whether it's a picture or just a text-only post, if it is deemed promotional in nature by Facebook standards, Facebook's not going to put that out into the newsfeed of people that have liked your page. So why did Facebook do this? Well, here's what Facebook had to say. As a part of an ongoing survey, we asked hundreds of thousands of people how they feel about the content in their news feeds. People told us they wanted to see more stories from friends and pages they care about and less promotional content. So Facebook wants the platform to be a really great place that users want to continue to come back to. So it knows if it's just bombarding people with, sales pitches from businesses all the time, people are going to stop logging in. And we don't want that either, right? Because we want one place we can focus our time and attention on to get in front of our ideal customers. We've just got to be more strategic in our approach. So if you've been posting things in the past and saying, well, gosh, I'm just not getting any reach here, I'm not getting any engagement, it may be because your post is deemed promotional in nature. So what criteria, what things do you need to be watching out for when you're creating posts on your business timeline? Number one, if your post is created for the sole purpose of pushing someone to buy a product or service, more than likely you're not going to get much reach. So if you have call to action phrases or words, things like call now, shop now, click here, any links going to third-party websites like your own website, those types of posts are not going to be distributed into the newsfeed. So just be aware of that. Posts that push people to enter promotions, contests, or giveaways, right? So how many of you are guilty of this? You create a post that says, like, share, or comment to enter to win. Well, if you're just posting that on your business timeline, don't expect Facebook to put it out into the newsfeed for free, because those are promotional posts. So, again, Facebook's not going to give you much reach. And the third criteria, if you are placing ads on Facebook, you can't just copy and paste the same content from an ad onto your business page and expect Facebook to distribute it into your followers' newsfeed. So those are the criteria. Now, again, this only governs organic posts. So anything you're just posting on your business timeline. So if you want to promote your business to prospective customers or clients, if you want to get your message out in front of people that even have liked your page, you've got to create a true Facebook ad, not a boosted post, but a true ad. That's how you're going to comply with Facebook's changes and get your message out in front of more people. Now, I know that may sound, irritating to you, but it doesn't have to cost much money. You can spend $1 and get your message out in front of the right people. I guarantee you, when you start to use Facebook's ads, you're going to spend less than what you're spending to boost a post because you're using the platform more strategically. It's really easy to throw $5 boosting a post, but if you use the platform more strategically using this 5-step method that we're talking about today, you're going to get more meaningful results. You're going to actually get paying customers coming into your store or coming over to your website. So you've got to, instead of constantly boosting posts or even just posting on your business timeline, you've got to create a true ad. And by the way, somebody typed in just a few minutes ago, and I want to go ahead and address this right now. They said, well, do you work for Facebook? I absolutely do not work for Facebook. I have no affiliation with Facebook whatsoever. I just know the power of the platform because I work with small business owners that use Facebook, and I, as a small business owner, use Facebook day in and day out for all of my businesses. So I'm just a big believer in the power of Facebook, and I just want to show you how to use it more strategically. And I know that small business owners are really frustrated because it feels like there's a wall separating you from your ideal customer. Every time you're posting something on your business page, feels like nobody's seeing it. I want you to know why they're not seeing it, but most importantly, I want you to know what you can do to make sure they see your messages going forward, and I want you to see what you can do to turn those Facebook users into your paying customers. The way you do that is through this 5-step strategy. So first, we've identified who we want to attract. We've used Facebook's targeting options to go out and find those people. But now we've got to break through the noise, right? And get them to actually see what we're posting and engage with us, right? So the way to do that is to offer something of value absolutely free. So a lot of my clients that are small business owners, what they do is they offer either a discount or they do a giveaway in order to offer something of value to Facebook users to grab their attention, right? So as you're scrolling through the newsfeed, if you see a business offering something of value absolutely free, that piques your interest, right? Because it's not something you're used to seeing. You're used to seeing businesses try to sell to you. You're not used to businesses just trying to give you something. So you can do a video, you could do a giveaway or a discount, and all you would say in your Facebook ad is click here to receive a free video on, 5 ways to use jewelry to look slimmer. We had a client that did that the other week, and it was a really fantastic video. Or you could say, click here to receive a 20% off gift voucher for your, first visit into our store, something like that. So you want to offer something of value absolutely free. That's going to grab someone's attention in the newsfeed. The second way for you, and a second thing for you to pay attention to as you're creating your Facebook ad, is to focus on your ad image. So if you've never created a Facebook ad before, I want to share with you 3 things you need to focus on when you're creating an image. And I'm going to share with you in just a few minutes how you can create these images and how I create images all the time for my Facebook ads. I don't pay people to do it for me. I do it myself, using a free tool, by the way. So in order to create a high converting ad, an ad that grabs a lot of attention in the newsfeed, you got to focus on 3 things: emotion, motion, and color. So emotion. In your ad image, include an image of a woman that's got a lot of expression on her face, whether it's happy or sad or excited, whatever it is, you've got to have a lot of emotion. Number 2 is motion, and I'm going to come back to that in just a second. Number 3 is color. So you want to include colors that really pop out in the newsfeed, right? So red, yellow, orange, and green are really great colors that pop out against Facebook's, natural colors. So you've got to focus on the color. Now, in terms of motion, take a look at this ad, and a small business owner that actually owns a consignment boutique in Canada created this ad. So imagine you're scrolling through the newsfeed. What's the first thing you're going to look at when you see this ad? What's going to grab your attention first? Right, exactly.